Baseball pass.
Shadow was a money game.
Is it episode 7?
It
You
should
think
be
so?
episode 7.
If you open right too.
Pull up stream chat so I can have this. Alright. Wait, is it episode 7? Wasn't last week episode... Shouldn't this be 8? Dude, wasn't last week 7 because we were supposed to do like the beach episode, but we never did the beach episode?
I thought we... Wait, hang on. I need to actually go on. Go there.
Shouldn't this be 8?
Bots. Hang on.
Wait, is that not what you did?
Hang on, because the last one was episode 7. Yeah, the last one was episode 7.
Really?
8 days ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Alright.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're now episode 8. I mean 7.
Episode 8. Episode 7. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
welcome to the spill.
I swear this doesn't sound right.
That's what it says on the pass. This is episode 7 today.
I'm gonna go look at this once I figure out.
Because
how
six was that?
How to look at your VODs while you're streaming.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this one's episode 7. Ah! Thanks, Kate, for following. You're now part of the Chin Champion family, where all the Chin Champions can hop around freely and explosively. Don't explode.
What do you mean explosively?
We don't talk about that part. Runs off. Should be.
Huh, I guess it is 6.
7.
Or 7, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, huh.
I feel like we did more of these.
I agree. We've been doing this for almost 2 months. We're right now in a month and 3 weeks. This is the 3rd week.
Too many. Too many.
Too many. We're almost to the final season, which is episode 12. Oh my god.
You mean the final episode of the first season?
Exactly. Then the 2nd season will start. Oh my god.
God.
Today we're going to be talking about the Nightbringer releases of the buffs.
And Perseus weapons, I guess.
Perseus weapons, and talk about a little bit about the one-handed blunts. We're going to have an exclusive chat about the Warlord. And we're going to be talking about the Celtic weaponry and how we pretty much know they were. Then we talk about whatever this quality of life is and the gacha.
Anime is saved. Yes, we're saving anime single-handedly.
The anime is saved.
Single-handedly saving anime.
Exactly. Alright, so what part do you guys want to talk about first? Do you guys want to talk about
we want to go through the Perseus weapons first? Or do we want to go through the Nightbringer weapons first? So, because like the Perseus weapons are like a lesser version of them, right? Or do we want to go through Perseus weapons first?
Yeah, how are we feeling about this? Are we going to the Pierce, or Nightbringers, or the gacha, like quality of life stuff, or the little bit that Lothar has for the Warlord?
I mean, I can rant about the Warlord all day.
Or the Celtic weapons.
Dude, the Celtic Lance is best in slot Lance, or second best in slot Lance.
Woo!
It's better than Divine Lance.
They're actually making a Celtic Lance. I did not follow the update.
Yeah, it's a Celtic Lance.
It's better than Divine Lance. Gets more base max. Has more pierce.
Because of blacksmithing, I'm assuming.
No, it just has higher base max.
Just higher base max.
Even if he max rolled your Divine Lance, the Celtic Lance still has like 30 more max than it.
Oh,
I think we can talk about the Celtic stuff real quick first.
Alright.
Alright. Do we want to talk about the sword first?
We should. So, the Celtic Knight Blade, aka the better D-Blade if you get +3 piercing on it.
Yeah.
So, apparently this thing can get upgraded to 2 piercing. It has a max of 98.
Yeah, so like, upgraded max is 131. Like, it's not bad. That's like, actually really good.
So
like,
this also gets a set effect on it. of assault
The
slash
stat
damage.
effect is assault slash damage, which is pretty negligible, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty paper. It's basically the Imperial Knight boots. Then the what's it called? The signets give it final hit, final damage, and final strike rage gain, which sounds familiar, don't it?
Yeah, it's just Nightbringer effects on the signets. Just worse, I think.
Yeah.
I think the sword is decent, but like realistically, why are you? Why?
I don't think.
I mean, I guess I could. So the question is, this doesn't have smash. Do you think this is effect? Do you think this is better than a? Oh, what's it called? Do you think it's better to build Celtic sword two-handed, or do you think Frosted Borealis is still the best for this price point?
At this price point. Okay, so personally, when it comes to the prices of this thing, because you gotta remember, you're going to either get one extra piercing with Korib as a suffix,
Or just have Kakashi.
yeah,
Whatever.
it technically is one extra piercing versus the Frosted Borealis,
But it's not worth. It's definitely not worth putting a meteoroid on. You definitely go to a higher tier weapon to put meteoroid on.
yeah, I wouldn't suspect people to go out of their way to get meteor on it, or like it is one extra piercing. I can't ignore that.
Okay, yeah, but like it's one extra piercing, but like so is Baffle Slayer. This is Baffle Slayer with 30 more max on it.
Yeah, Baffle Slayer does have more max on it, so
No, this sword has more max than Baffle Slayer, I think.
oh no.
Actually, I haven't checked. I'm pretty sure it does though. Let me do the upgrade path for Baffle Slayer real quick. Baffle Slayer. Okay. Let's see. The highest, assuming you max roll it, which that is also to consider. I'm pretty sure it's blacksmithing, so like, obviously you roll higher with.
Yeah, you will definitely roll higher because it's
so
all blacksmith.
it's blacksmithing. Yeah. So Baffle Slayer is 113 max total if you max roll it. So yeah, the Celtic sword is 20 more max better than a Baffle Slayer. So yeah.
Oh.
I mean, do we think this competes with Frosted Borealis and? Because you don't have Smash Effects, so you have to get Smash Effects someplace else. But where are you getting Smash Effect from?
Besides the armor,
Are you going to be using the beginner armor, or
yeah,
are you going to use like
Broken Horn?
Broken Horn or Thames? Like realistic, really?
Yeah.
Maybe push people to get Majestic.
I don't think Majestic is in the price point of this Celtic sword, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing. We're thinking about like this as a replacement to like the same tier of weapon as like Fnatic Greatsword and Frosted Borealis Blade.
Because that's where it should be. Because anything above those will be the Baffle Slayer versus the D-Blade versus this thing. Obviously, this thing will win.
This thing beats
the Baffle Slayer.
Or Baffle Slayer, but like D-Blade is
arguably still.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's still kind of hard to versus. I wasn't suspecting this much of a glow up from this sword, to be honest with you. I thought this sword would be more of like a Frosted Borealis, but without any side effects, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, but 2 piercing and the amount of max it has is actually decent.
Yeah, this is a really big glow up, to be honest with you.
So like 3-piece Broken Horn is really expensive.
It is.
And like, are you realistically gonna run one broken 4-piece or 4-smash Broken Horn and 3 max roll Thames? Like, because realistically, you don't want to run body with this if you don't have to. Like, you want to run a different body.
Yeah, you don't want to be wearing heavy armor with this. Even if you're doing EK stuff, it's just gonna take up too much. This sword is arguably kind of on an odd spot. It's really good, but it's in an odd spot.
I think it beats the Smash Enhancement.
I
genuinely think it beats the Smash Enhancement, and if you can get the Smash Enhancement through something else, that's just like icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, I feel
if you're a giant, it's really easy to get because you can just like equip like a Frosted Borealis shield, or a Massive Despair shield, and like and like 2-piece names or whatever.
Yeah.
But like for human, like I guess there are enough ways to get smash enhancement that I guess it won't be necessarily too big of a deal.
I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but it
But,
will.
like,
It would be also.
I think
pretty
one
easy to
pierce
correct.
beats the extra damage from the smash enhancement. Because it's 15% onto the smash, like, I don't know, I think 5 piercing for all of your, or 5% damage from the extra pierce is better than that.
I'm thinking about it because at this point of the game, because you're basically finished planet, right? And you're just doing this. Do you actually need that extra piercing for pretty much anything else besides getting into like into early mid game, which is starting out on advanced or normal techs, which is really good, which is the biggest point of it. But I think at that point of the game, right, before any of that stuff, this sword wouldn't do too much or increase damage until you start doing purifications, which is basically...
No, but, with Ellie Knight, they're pretty much going to be, like, one-shotting everything in content before tech, I think, regardless.
Yeah, I think regardless of what
like,
happens before this...
So, like, I think this is a good change. I think the Celtic two-handed really good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I think this is probably, like, the only weapon that they have, like, they did correctly in this entire thing.
Yeah, this was a really big glow
They
up.
did a singular weapon, guys.
A single
that
weapon
I can
that's
agree
really
with.
good. Really good. I can't recommend Frosted Borealis. Well, I will recommend Frosted Borealis if you're just
I can't.
really...
I think you get a free one Celtic weapon with the theater mission update that's also coming out.
Oh, then
it's not on test server. It's like you're gonna get a free Celtic rental weapon of your choice.
Then yeah, then...
And so like,
Frosted.
you're never gonna get Frosted Borealis. You're always gonna get the two-handed sword.
Yeah, definitely. If that's the,
Right?
that's the point. Yeah, you're just gonna pick the two-handed Celtic two-handed sword. They did it, guys. They actually put in a good weapon. Other than that, it's
Yeah, I mean, I think this is really good. I feel like even with 2 Pierce, do you even build Divine Blade even?
that's the thing I wanted to get into.
I don't think Divine Blade is even a weapon that you would make anymore with Celtic being a thing.
It's really expensive to make one.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. Divine Blades are just way too expensive to make at the price for
Especially
what it is.
with the new... Do we want to talk about like the Perseus two-handed right now too, I guess? And Nightbringer Warlord? Since we're talking about swords?
Sure, why not?
Depending on the enchants coming though, I believe the enchants that are coming are exclusive to guns, chain, and shuriken, from
There's
what
no
I've heard.
one-handed sword,
But they're not... One-handed sword is not getting an enchantment.
Aw.
I don't think. But I could be wrong. This is all just what I've heard from the Koreans that I've talked to. So like, the Perseus two-handed sword is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty good. It's pretty good.
when it's upgraded, it's 141 max and 3 piercing. And then the Nightbringer Warlord effects, but like 5% worse. So like you get the windmill final damage 10%, final strike rage generation 10%, and final hit final damage 10%. So like, I think it's all really good stuff, but 3 pierce is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind
Like,
of
well, that's... You see that's the Luna levels piercing, you know? You throw your Meteorite or 67th on that, you get 6 piercing, and like, that's really good.
It's
Yeah,
legitimately.
you only need the D-robe.
I don't even
Yeah.
think that's bad. Like, that's crazy.
That's 2 more piercing than
That's really
the
cheap. It's
D-blade.
really cheap for the amount of pierce you get.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And like, even just crafting this, do you even go for D-blade? Like,
No.
the benefit for D-blade is like the enchant, right?
Yeah, the whole point
But like
of the
this,
D-blade was that
this
cheap
has 1 less piercing, but it also has like 40 more max than a max roll D-blade,
Credo.
Yeah, I see.
right?
Yeah,
That's all.
this thing is
So like,
pretty insane.
this thing is kind of disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, this Perseus two-handed sword is pretty insane for what it is, and
But like, what's the reason to upgrade to Warlord? 1 piercing.
what's the point of like updating to a divine with the Celtic one?
Like, I feel like divine weapons are kind of just way better, and like for two-handed sword. So okay, so the Warlord change that they did, 10 fucking max. They did 10 max, and Currently, I think if you have, let me look at my warlord real quick. Let's see. I have 225 on this. 225 minus 50 from Erg, right? And then minus 32 from Reforge. I have 143 max on it. And like, this weapon upgraded already has 141 max. And like, you
And
don't
so
need
you're
to roll it.
Nightbringer?
And like, I had a decently above average roll on my warlord.
Yeah. You could sell
So,
the
like-
Nightbringer, get creepy haunted, and
So
get
like,
that sword.
it's a 1 less piercing than a warlord, and like, maybe 20 max.
Hmm.
At most. Or 30 max. Like, they gave Warlord 10 max. Is that really the difference between these? And 1 Pierce? The Pierce which doesn't even matter if you have Robe?
Yeah, because you go over.
Like, it just blows my mind. Like, this is not okay. I think Warlord needs to be buffed more than 10 max. Give it something. I don't know. But like, 10 max isn't it when like, the two-handed sword for Perseus is that good. I think maybe add like smash enhancement to Warlord. Right? That way humans can use Glen armor without needing like 4 scrolls. 3 scrolls. Like, it's ridiculous. What are your thoughts, Doggy?
Here's the issue with the Warlord and where it is right now. As of this moment, they really don't want to do anything with Seluna because when they created Seluna, they wanted it to
They
be
confirmed
like the
they're
best
buffing
and stuff.
Seluna though.
This is
when,
true.
when it goes live.
Yeah, this is true. However, they don't want to discontinue like other piercing options when it comes to mind because I'm pretty sure when they created Seluna, they really wanted the player to have a D-robe at the time. And with the release of Warlord, they brought it up to 6. With a D-robe, that'd be up to 9. And so they can't just give it like extra piercing or anything like that. And the shameful thing about this is that the 10 extra max is really pathetic an excuse for a buff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. That's a really horrible way to buff a weapon. However, just not doing anything to any of the set effects to the weapon itself is really rubbing it in the face to the people who created this weapon, because you can understand, your Warlord legitimately has Final Hit on it and Final Strike on it. Who's it meant for? Who's it supposed to be used by, you know? It's like they couldn't decide which one was better, and so they just stuck both of those things.
I think they stuck both of them on so like humans and giants could build it and get a set effect.
Exactly. And just
But the Final Strike one feels shit, let me tell you. Regeneration ain't it.
like it just doesn't make any sense of why to even like try to put these type of set effects into it, because they're either A, just not even worth it, B, do almost legitimately no extra things, or C, it does not actually help out with the race at all that they're trying to exclude in, and it's just excluding other races from getting these benefits. And it just doesn't make any sense why to have these type of side effects on random weapons.
The Warlord one makes sense. Who is going to equip a Warlord? Giants or humans? Giants and humans, like it's fine to have a Final Hit and Final Strike, I think, and the Windmill is really good. My problem with it is it's so difficult to get Smash enhancement with these if you're a human.
Now, the main issue I have with the set effects is that one of the other set effects are active, so you basically have 2 set effects.
I consider the Final Hit, Final Strike one as one set effect. You get your race's final abilities.
So why not just just put them
set
together?
effect. Probably because of technical limitations, Doggy.
Why not just simply just say final damage? Or final, like, your final race, and just give it the damage for both.
Because you could just do it this way, too. I think it accomplishes the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, it's just 2 set effects on one weapon.
You're just arguing about, like... You're saying it's bad because they put it on 2 lines instead of 1?
Yeah, why? What's the point of putting it in 2 lines if they could just make it to 1 and have 1 extra line for something else?
Because they're different skills.
They both could just be in
Why
one
couldn't?
word as
Okay,
a
so
final
doggy.
damage.
Instead of that, why don't they just add a 4th line instead for set effect?
Because I feel like I would just.
I mean,
be
they
overbloating
obviously
it.
can't do two different skills in one set effect.
I think they can. They could just say final skill, then just damage, and that's it. I don't get why you
I
want
think
the
that's really
base.
unclear, especially when the final strike does not do damage, and the final hit does.
Exactly. So why not just allow both of them to just deal damage instead of increasing rage?
I mean, yeah, the rage fucking sucks, but like, you know,
Then why?
they already made these as set effects.
But that's what I mean.
I don't think changing the final strike is the solution
No, but I'd
to
rather have a
fixing the
different
weapon.
setup.
I literally think they could have just removed the final hit and final strike, and literally nobody would care.
Exactly.
But like, I think they should have another set effect on them instead.
Well, yeah.
Like, why do we not have smash?
That's what I'm trying to
I think
explain. If they're gonna go
Augie,
all
you were
out,
saying your argument was they should have final strike and final hit be on the same line.
yeah, they might as well just both of them just deal more damage. What's the point of the raging system? That doesn't make any sense. Why not just have just 1 line and then just have a different effect instead of having those 3? Instead of just making those 2 into just 1, and then just saying, hey, this just does extra damage when you're inside this final form. Because that's what they are.
As much as I complain about the rage generation, I actually don't think it's too bad. It's just unfortunate when I want to use it in Feth and I don't get the side effect bonus. But like realistically, it doesn't matter, no, because getting to hit faster is also really good.
I don't know. I think it's just a really bad side effect.
It is. It does feel really good, and if I didn't have it, I'm sure I would complain even more.
I think it's a bad side effect.
Have you used it?
Yes.
You've used Warlord on Giant?
No. But Final Strike Rage
So you haven't used
generation
it?
is on the Devastation stuff. Or whatever the...
Massive Despair does not have Rage Generation, it has Damage, doggy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just damage.
So you have not used it?
Wait a minute. Why does that have damage and you don't have Rage? What? Bro.
So you just haven't used it and used it?
Bro, why would
see
they
what
not
I'm
use
saying
it?
here?
Why would you want the Rage if you want the damage instead that the other set has?
The Rage is really nice. Dream, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh wait,
nice.
you don't have it. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dream.
This
I'm
guy.
toxic. Oh.
You know, there's a glyph for this, by the way.
Glyph, yeah.
Yeah.
You know the
But,
glyph
like,
that does the set effect already? So stupid. Dummy.
I mean, there's a glyph that does the most side effects, I swear. But it's additional too.
No, the final hit
Getting
one
him?
teleport. So dumb.
Getting up to full rage really fast actually feels really good. And not having to use
Stage
glyphs also
3 is
feels
really
really
nice.
good.
You
Like-
know, you're under glyph all the time. What do you mean?
He's so wrong.
Like, this is, like,
ended up
the
in
side effect is
coil.
good.
Oh,
It
I'm
feels
kind of
good.
nice.
a bit mixed on it though, because when you have final strike duration and you're just doing donut, I kind of want to be lazy, just want the damage.
Why do you... Okay, so the thing is, if you have a Warlord, and you final strike the donut, you don't need duration.
Probably.
You just don't do enough damage, Dream.
I know I only have 2 peers.
And like,
Wouldn't you want the damage
if you
at that
have a
point? then?
Warlord, you have 7 pierce.
Wait, but
Yeah,
wouldn't you
that's a
prefer the
big damage
damage at that
change.
point if you're just gonna be final striking the
No, because you're final striking a short amount of time, so getting up to max rage means you get to do more damage overall.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be better just active the glyph at the point?
No, because
Yeah.
why am I using fucking glyphs?
And
You have to
because-
repair
Sorry,
those,
those-
and that costs money.
What?
25% more damage than me, so that's a pretty big difference.
I turn on my glyph legitimately almost everywhere.
Yeah, well, you're some kind of mag shotter.
Exactly.
Or you don't have to repair your weapon as often.
That's not actually. It's kind of true.
What do you mean it's not true? Your weapon literally has reduced durability side effect.
Reduce durability. Woo! The one thing Giants don't get for almost the entire gameplay.
And let's get some sort
It's
of
actually pretty
D-blade user.
nice.
D-blade
It's pretty
user.
nice on D-blade. Because I have Holy on everything.
Yeah,
Or I
just
guess if
flag
you
on
use a dual one-handed blunts too, but like frosted blunts.
Mm.
Let
I
alone
think those
Zora. Zora.
I would have liked to see them. I would have liked to see them add smash effect to these two-handed swords.
Durability
Like
loss.
if we're gonna say D-blade doesn't exist anymore, we might as well just go all in, right?
They should just add in durability loss on it. There we go, problem solved.
I think the real problem is not having smash effect.
Mm.
You literally, as a human, need 3 smash side effect scrolls in order to use Glen Armor.
Okay, like, hear me out, right? So, with the release of Nightbringer weapons, right, ages ago, God forbid, there was also the Night Shield, a Nightbringer Shield, and that does, what again? Hang on.
Isn't it like fucking
Charge damage, bash,
charge,
and
dash, and like
durability
probably like
save.
Durability,
Is it durability?
save, plus 10!
Yeah.
That's the issue,
Dang,
there you go, problem
maybe I need to
solved.
get Nightbringer Shield.
Nightbringer Shield!
Wait, isn't the
Shield.
durability side effect only for the shield itself?
No,
No, it's
Is it
everything.
for
It's everything.
everything?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
everything.
god, I need to get a Nightbringer Shield, guys.
Nightbringer Shield, yeah!
That's how I save money.
Yeah, that's kind of why Divine Blade's nice, because stuff breaks pretty slow.
It's windmill and nine.
Even when
I
you
think
Holy on.
the thing is, your stuff breaks slower with Nightbringer because you just do more damage, so you don't have to use as much Dura.
Oh,
Well, that's true too.
hear me out, Lothar. If you make the shield, you get enhanced bash damage. You can bash the boss now.
Why would I ever
When's the
bash?
last time we used bash?
I could just pull out my knuckles instead.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're getting off
How
topic
hard
with the
does
two-headed
bash
sword.
even hit? I
How
don't
hard does
remember.
it hit? Like
Yeah.
negative damage, dude.
This guy doesn't understand.
Alright,
I don't know,
well
I haven't
here's
used
where I
bash
don't
in ages.
understand. Alright, it does 460%,
Uh-huh.
so it does less damage and like smashing,
Uh-huh.
but like, okay, you can double bash, right? So it's what,
Yeah.
920, right?
Yeah.
So it's still like less than a basic smash. And you have to charge it all the way to full, so you can't actually use any other equipment slots, or else you drop the bash effect.
This is true.
So
We're
like,
going to bash, bash, smash.
why would you not just regular smash?
Oh, I know why.
Why?
So you don't knock back the enemy.
Okay, what are you smashing that gets knocked back? Kiro, no. That would not be okay.
New announcement. Nightbringer Warlord Elemental Night Damage Enhancement plus 15%. That's
But
not
Bash does
okay.
not.
Are we trying to kill things? My gosh.
Bash is not it though.
Bash.
And like, these set effects just aren't it. Like, Warlord needs something more than 10 max for its buff. It could be a smash set effect. They could just, I don't know, give it an extra pierce because like, all of us Warlord users are broke ass people anyway. That's why you have Warlord.
True.
So like, I don't know, give it something. But like, the difference between Perseus being literally like 1 pierce, like, is not it.
It's not it, Chief. That one extra piercing that the Perseus weapon has versus your Nightbringer. I don't know, bro. I don't
Granted,
What if
know.
it's like a charge mechanic they could
Granted,
use
this
or
is
something?
test server, but like, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna buff Warlord even more because I'm pretty sure like every Korean is complaining about it, and they're like mad.
Match.
Medi-
The thing
What
is,
I've heard.
most people there at that point with the Nightbringer weapon already have D-robes, so they don't even need the extra piercing. They just need something else. They need to change the set effect on the bloody thing.
I literally think just adding the smash set effect would be fine, and I would be very content with Warlord.
That or nerf Perseus two-handed. No, that's
I don't think nerfing the
That's
Perseus
not-
two-handed is the answer either.
no.
I think the Perseus two-hander is fine.
I think yeah, it's a really good stable where it is because you understand. D-Blade it with everything on it, Solitude and its upgrades gets it to 4. Perseus is 5. and then not Warlord is 6. So
Doggy, your math is so wrong there.
yes, it is.
Perseus is 6, Warlord is 7.
There you go. Nerf the name. Nerf.
Like, you can't really nerf the Perseus sword. I think Perseus sword is fine.
Oh wait,
I think
I
Warlord is a stronger buff.
got the D-blade wrong. I actually got all that wrong. It was supposed to be
Yeah.
like, it's supposed to be well, right now it's gonna be D-blade Celtic then, Piercius then Warlord, which is kind of weird.
Like, unless you like already have a Solitude of D-blade, like I don't think it's actually worth building D-blade in order to put Solitude on it.
Agreed.
That's just too
Solitude's
rare.
expensive as well.
I
Gosh, it's
do definitely
100 mil.
think they
I
might.
think Solitude is worthless, but like people value it way too much. I genuinely don't think it's that. It should be that as expensive as it is.
I
think people overpay.
I do think they might change the Celtic because people will complain about the Divine Blade, but like,
Yeah, like I didn't think they would add a weapon that's better than Divine Blade, but I think they know it's better than Divine Blade. Surely,
yeah, the fact that
it feels like they just want to phase Divine weapons out and pretend they don't exist anymore.
Well, because they were having complaints with the divine weapons from Fury, because they have the 10 limit thing.
Yeah, but like,
But that's what introduced them to come into the game a lot more because people weren't doing the Baltan Squires. Not enough people, even inside Korea, weren't doing it. That's why their divine weapon rings were still pretty much expensive compared to ours.
yeah,
Just not enough player base just doing
kind
it.
of ridiculous.
And so they added them into the Fury pool.
it does feel like they're trying to phase them out though.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird spot right now where they
I think I'm
want
fine with them phasing them out, to be honest.
I'm okay with phasing out divine weaponry, but at the same time, it's because it's a whole generation too. I don't know if they're allowed to do that.
I think they're allowed to do whatever they want. Until they get a truck outside their headquarters.
Maybe. I think that was everything about the two-handed swords for now.
Yeah, I think that's everything about two-handed swords for now. I guess we can move on to Celtic Lance.
Celtic Lance.
Alright, so the Celtic Lance is strictly better than Divine Lance. So the Celtic Lance actually gets more max, like more base max, and then like it gets more
upgraded max and piercing and lance.
and it gets more piercing.
Its set effect
No,
is
the lance,
exactly
the
like
lance
the
stat
divine.
effect is the same as Divine Lance.
That's cool. That's awesome. You know, a Celtic weapon that's better than a divine weapon. Whoa.
Yeah, so it looks like they're literally just going all in into the trying to make it better.
And then we have the Pierceus Lance, which is shittier than it. Woo! I'm pretty sure they completely forgot about these weapons. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I
lie.
know. So the Celtic Lance, it's the exact same as a Divine Lance that max rolls. So if you get a max roll Divine Lance, it's better than the Celtic Lance, provided you don't use Dan crafting and all that to get like the 3 extra max on the Celtic Lance.
At Lance final damage? What?
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 Oh, I was looking at the Perseus.
Yeah, the Pierceus one that we need to talk
Okay,
about.
well, we'll talk about that later. Are we on that now?
I mean, the Celtic Lance we just explained about.
Yeah, Celtic Lance good. The Perseus Lance is worse than the Celtic Lance.
Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive, right? Hear me out. They made the Celtic weaponry first, and then they started working like a different team completely started working on the Pierceus weapons, and completely forgot what a Celtic Lance was and what a Divine Lance is. They completely forgot all about it. They're like,
I don't
"Wait
know
a
how
minute."
they managed to make the Perseus weapon just strictly worse.
Yeah. How do you make the Pierceus Lance worse than the Celtic Lance?
Well, like, sure, you can use Downburst on it, right? But, like, I'm pretty sure 5% final damage is, like, way bigger.
The only thing I could see making up for that is if they do something with Pierce for Lance Arcana.
I don't think it even matters. I think 5% Lance charge damage is more important than the Pierce, so, like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of
stupid.
cringe, bro.
It's really bad.
It's pretty bad. And then
Nightbringer change is like, what is it? More max, right?
33 more max and
33
10
max.
more min. It's actually pretty good.
33 max is a lot, but at the same time, you're using a fucking lance.
It's pretty good. This
I
kinda-
think even LC7 isn't like, I don't know. It just feels like it doesn't really compete.
it doesn't really change anything when it comes to where it is. Here's the thing. Here's the big overall like answer to everybody about these weapons. Everything that they changed on these weapons overall do basically a 9. They don't really change anything inside.
Yeah, I
the
feel like
format.
I mostly feel like all the Nightbringer changes are like whatever. There
Yeah.
not a single one that I'm really excited about. They all just feel like meh.
It's pretty minuscule for what it is, but
Yeah.
however, I do think that the lance does deserve a lot more love besides just horseback lance charge enhancement.
I think Lance is getting its full rework, and that's really what it needs. The Lance talent is unsavable with any gear changes. I think. I think
Yeah.
it needs fundamental changes to the talent itself, which they are. They did say that they are doing.
Oh, okay.
So like it needs that.
Okay, then we're just leaving it be for now
Yeah,
because
so, like
I don't
Lance
know.
is like whatever it is for now until they release the new Lance Arcana
There's not really much you can do to it
and
right
Lance
now.
rework.
So.
But like yeah, there's realistically nothing you can do to Lance right now that fixes its core problems.
You can always allow the ability on the enhancement not needing a pet, but I think that's asking too much.
Right, I mean, you can make it so Lance charge doesn't require a pet for more damage.
True.
True.
But that's like
That'd be
beside
really
the point.
nice.
I genuinely think Lance needs a full rework for it to be even remotely viable.
3 skills, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 3 skills.
You mean one skill and a passive? Alright, Celtic Bow?
Celtic Bow. It's pretty much where we
It's worse.
suspected it.
It's worse than Baffle Hunter, but like it's free.
It's
I don't
legitimately
think it's the worst thing.
it's legitimately what we thought it was going to be. So
Yeah,
there's not really big on it.
it's just like a bow.
Is the bow no arrow for this one?
And there's no arrow for it.
No arrow.
It's just a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then that's much worse.
The Pierceous bow, however, is pretty
This
big.
bow sucks, doesn't it?
It sucks, but it's better than Bahaffle because of its arrow. Its arrow provides 35 more max and 20% extra damage.
Well, I guess it's not that bad, but like, why would it? But okay, so that's not bad, but for Koreans, but like for NA, like, let's be real.
Yeah,
What?
the main issue with it is that it still forces people to use full like Bohemian because all it does is just crash out final
Yep.
damage.
And, it's full Korean, and you need to be an elf, and demo is just strictly better.
Yeah, demo is just strictly better at that point.
That's the problem. It's the same thing with the
Nightbringer.
Nightbringer, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure demo is still strictly better, and if demo isn't better, Ruin is definitely better.
So there is actually one thing that happened to the bow for the Nightbringer bow that actually is it's something that someone told me might be a mix-up, but I was like, I don't think that does anything. They told me that extra max damage that increases by 27 is actually quite large for it. Personally, I don't think that would do anything personally, but
27 is a lot of max, but it doesn't nearly make up for like how much mag damage does Ruin have? 150?
yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't make
So-
up for that.
it just doesn't make up for
At all.
just a ruin. So I don't know what that guy's
So, like
trying
that
to
that
smack.
person's like what?
Yeah.
So the other thing about the Predator is it is really strong if you are allowed to use like, what's it called? If you're allowed to use alchemical stinger abilities in Final Shot, I think Paimon was saying that it's probably better if you could do that, but you can't do that obviously.
Yeah.
But I can also agree with it potentially being better if you could do that, but you can't, so it's fucked.
And then when it comes to crossbows, yeah, they're pretty much doomed.
Yeah, crossbows also is bad.
Doomed.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
Demo or Ruin, like
Nothing
It's just
changes when it comes to range
significantly
stuff,
better.
so yeah.
yeah. I guess that's up for Celtics. Do we want to like go down the list from the left to right for Perseus and talk about the Nightbringer equivalent?
Yeah, we could talk to the left or right of what
Alright.
Pierce's
So
weapons.
first things up is a one-handed sword.
One-handed sword, it has fallen hit, fallen
Yeah,
damage.
the Perseus one-handed sword is garbage. It's absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I agree. This thing is
is
pretty
this
garbage.
better than like?
A
I
Celtic-
guess if you really want to be, if you're a human and you really want to pretend you're a giant and doing the dual blunt build, you could. But like,
No,
I don't think it's it.
I wouldn't even recommend these weapons. I
Yeah,
would just straight up just tell you, just use the
it's not
arcades.
it.
It's just
Yeah.
not it.
Yeah.
You basically get the same set effect with the symbols, with the signets, with exactly the same amount. So I don't know.
Yeah, this weapon.
This is mad cope right here, brother.
Yeah, the Perseus one. They look cool, right?
They look cool, but that's a mad
They're-
cope if
they're
people
not
want to
it.
build this weapon. That's a mad cope. Just make the arcades and get the signets.
Nightbringer Assault. So Nightbringer Assault is getting more max and it's getting 1 pierce. The piercing does not stack with offhand. So if you have 2, you still only get 1 piercing.
Which is really weird, by the way. But
So just so everyone is aware of that. So like, this is still worse than a Warlord for EK by like a lot.
it's about like 6k. No, 6%, right?
I think it's if we assume like the 1 pierce is like 5%, it's probably like 6% worse. Provided you're a human with Ledeca on.
Yeah, it's about 6% different.
Competing
on
against the Warlord without Ledeca.
Yeah,
So like, it's still bad.
it's still pretty bad. However, there is a few things you could do with it with a weird build, but I wouldn't recommend any of it.
Like what? Like,
You could just legitimately just have the main hand Nightbringer and then the offhand Celtic and just build off from its critical damage instead of just. It's kind
yeah,
of.
I guess that is true, but like,
It's a
I don't
weird
know, it's
build,
kinda
but
weird.
it's.
I don't think it's it still. I still think if you're gonna build a Nightbringer weapon, like, what's the point of like saving 15 mats instead of just getting a Warlord at that point in time?
Yeah.
And I say
exactly.
getting a Warlord, but even like a Perseus two-handed is probably better than dual assaults.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah. It's
Uh,
a weird spot.
so like this weapon change is completely irrelevant. I think it only really benefits those weird humans that like to go the 2-sword build to like windmill spam,
Windmill spam. Let's go. Bow, bow, bow.
which is a weird mood for humans at least. I think.
The next one.
We
is,
talked about bow or two-handed. I guess we're on blunts.
Yes, we are. One-handed blunt.
The Perseus blunt is bash final damage, which might as well not exist, and then windmill 10% final damage. This is actually kind of disgusting, I think. Well, it's okay. At the end of the day, you're still using the stupid blunt build.
It's okay. It's
Which is
better than
like-
Frosted Borealis that don't have signals.
It's better than Frosted Borealis, but like, I think the only reason like you go blunt build is because you got your ERG 50 blunts super cheap.
Yeah. And
Like some
then-
guy was
made
selling
so.
them. He was selling them. You get both ERG 50 S blunts for like 1 bill. I was like, dang, I wish I had 1 bill. I would have bought them.
Dang, I want one, though.
But like this build is it's weird. And so like the Nightbringer change for it, they added 1 piercing,
Which is actually pretty big.
which is big, but like
Is it good enough?
I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
has a lot of max.
It definitely has a lot of max.
Is it on this sheet? I don't actually see it on this sheet.
It says it right here. On the sheet, it says full upgraded is 162 max. Its base max is 105.
Wait, where is it? Is it on like the right side or?
No, it's right. It's next to the plat.
Oh, I
the
see it. Never mind. You're right. It's
yeah,
right next
just
to the
right.
Perseus one.
Yeah, just to the
Yeah.
right of it.
So it's 1 more piercing and then 162 max. That's actually pretty big.
It's a lot of max. It's nothing to like ignore. It's a lot of max, and then with heavy rain and whatever the prefix is, smiling or something like that. It's
Darling, the problem is one-handed blunt erg kind of sucks ass. Besides the cooldown reduction.
the windmill final is pretty large on both weapons.
Windmill final on Perseus is like whatever. Or on Perseus is whatever, but on Nightbringer it's like still like. If we're saying the sword is bad, why isn't the blunt bad?
One main reason.
What?
The sword ones, they do have the same cooldown, and the thing is, the sword is more focused on smashing. So, realistically, humans can do the same thing as the giants whenever they do windmilling stuff, but would you really suspect the humans just keep windmilling just like a giant? And that's kind of the weird issue about it, is that for giants, they would just simply just keep windmilling without any regard, with just one guard up. You know what humans don't have? They don't have one guard.
I don't think Windguard is even that amazing with it. Not gonna lie.
I mean, you get to stand
Like it's
still,
good,
no,
but
you
like
don't get
I
knocked
don't
back.
think it's. I don't think it's like it. Like you're trading away smash damage, which means like. So like the thing is, like you're building 2 Nightbringers.
Exactly. Both of them with 1 piercing, and then, you know, you're going to put heavy rain, spiraling. This is a really expensive build.
Well, this is a really expensive build that still manages to be worse than a Warlord, though.
Sure is.
So like, it's only if you really like windmill spamming. Like, I do not think the one-handed blunts are good. I think they're cool. Would I consider building them? Yes, but like, I don't think they're good. I just
think it's
they're
a
cool.
fun build.
Yeah,
It's a fun build,
I
but
just
not
think
a-
they're neat.
I think it's a
They're
fun
neat,
But it's
build.
not good.
Yeah.
You know,
It's neat
honestly,
and it's fun.
hear me
but
out.
It's not good.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Because you have so much like combat reduction. Think about it, Lothara. You wouldn't even need like, you wouldn't even need the charge hat at all. All you need is just the boots of charge and just go in. Just keep charging. Think about
Does that
it.
work?
No.
50% cooldown reduction from
Yeah, it
2
works.
one-handed blunts.
Yeah, it works.
So
on.
then you would do 3 seconds off the cooldown, and then you multiply it by the 50 or by 0.5.
Yeah. Mamaga actually brings down the cooldown for charge. So I was like, whoa, charge.
But like the problem isn't the charge cooldown at all, because you have 0 wind cooldown and wind guard. It's the minimum distance.
It's just the minimum
Yeah.
distance.
Like it doesn't matter. The build is stupid.
This build is fun and stupid. It's not.
Unless they release an enchant that gives more piercing to the blunts, then it's not worth it.
I would still rather just use this Luna if I was going to do the charge build.
This is a fun build. Expensive.
The charge build where it literally can do with anything, Dream. You literally just need minimum charge distance for.
I'd
Break.
still rather use this Luna.
Fun build.
Fun build.
build.
If anyone is selling those boots, by the way, hit me up. I will buy them.
Same. Hit me up. I will buy them.
You're not even a fucking giant.
I don't need to
gonna
be
do
a
it,
giant.
though.
I'm gonna do it. Let me buy
Hey,
them.
this-
I will legitimately give you like 2 rune staffs for that.
What the fuck? That's not worth 2 ruin staffs. It's worth like
Shut
maybe
up.
100 mil, dude. What the
Don't
fuck?
even. It's a fun build.
I've only heard they're making piercing chance for the sword or for the dual guns, the shuriken, and the chain. I have not heard. Yeah, for the Nightbringer, the dual guns, chain, and shuriken. Those are the only ones I've heard they're making enchants for.
Yeah, there's legitimately no
I
information.
have
about
not
what
heard
other
anything
weapons.
about one-handed or the blunts getting an enchant.
I thought I heard something for one-handed, but I guess I was wrong.
But the enchants are not on test server yet,
Yep.
so we have no idea what they're doing with those.
They might be released in 2 weeks here, so we'll see.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait till the next upgrade thing.
Yeah.
Imagine if they made 3 pierce for one-handed. Yeah, I mean, they could do that, and then they'll get the fucking truck.
A truck.
The fucking truck cocoon from all the Warlord users.
Yeah.
I'm still that they haven't done anything with Atlatl.
Why? I think they could remove Atlatl and no one would care, besides you, Dream.
Wow. I think Atlatl, it's fun.
You managed to do less damage than me throwing a rock at things, I swear.
You can't throw a
A
rock.
rock.
You're right.
Atlatl's fun.
Atlatl's fun? No.
Yeah, Atlatl's fun.
You guys have
Imagine
fun
being-
doing 0 damage.
Imagine being Lothara.
What's wrong with that? You do more damage? I do more damage with like blinded guns, I swear. Or just like the
Yeah,
basic
you
attack
do.
from blinded guns.
Just have throwing
But
damage
it's
gloves.
Sue, I think you would need to have Atlatl with like 4k throwing attack damage for it to be worth using, I swear. It's bad. It's really bad.
Lothara, the no fun police.
I'm just saying it's not good.
This is the guy who's bringing down dual-wielding maces, even though he's like, it looks fun.
Yo, it's cool, but like, it's definitely not it. And Atlatl just definitely isn't it. You know how human mag shot feels? That's it with giant, only your mag shot does no damage.
You're basically doing support shot, brother. Alright, so the next one is for Ferocious Cleave Warrior Axe of Perseus.
It doesn't even have Perseus in the name of any of these, by the way.
They sure don't.
Ferocious.
All right. So this axe, it doesn't have any. From what I'm aware, it says it has a splash radius on it, right? I don't think it has any form of piercing.
It does not have piercing.
This thing has a maximum max of 150. It's of course a two-handed weapon. It has stomp bonus, giant full string, final damage, and smash damage.
Yeah, they could have removed the full swing and the stampede bonus, and it's just a fucking elf weapon. This thing is garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to confirm, crafting mats for them are going to be completely different than Heart, Sus, Misty, Red Gem, Ruin mats, etc. So Ruin mats aren't a thing in Korea at all.
Yep.
So like those don't even exist. But from what they've said, we do not know what the crafting mats are, so we can't actually confirm anything. But they have said previously that it isn't going to just be a heart for the
Yep.
craft.
There's no heart
Oh,
involved.
for the test server, they just added the weapons without the drops?
There are no drops.
There's no
Alright.
drops. As of this moment, they
Right.
confirm that all these weapons and materials will be just randomly dropped within the vortex, just like how runes are to us. But
But we do not know the specifics. For
Yeah.
all we know, one of them could involve like a heart someplace, but like we do not have any idea.
yeah.
But yeah, the two-handed axe. This thing feels like an elf weapon. I swear to God.
It's basically an elf weapon.
I just don't think it's that. So here's the thing with the Nightbringer Warlord. I was thinking, or the Nightbringer Berserker, which is the two-handed axe. So it has 1 pierce added, so you can get 4 pierce on it, right?
Yeah.
And like, sure, everyone's first instinct is like, oh boy, this is an elf D-blade, right?
Elf
But I'm thinking,
D-blade.
like, 4 piercing. Do you think full swing could actually work? 4 piercing full swing plus robe, so 4, 5, 6, 7 piercing D robe.
How much damage does full swing do on
It does a decent
third
amount.
swing?
If I remember,
like
they're
1,000?
adding mats to text, and wouldn't that dilute the ruin such demo mats? No, it
No.
would not. So the way drops work in this game is every time you open a chest, it rolls for pools. So for example, there are pools that you roll that you have a 100% chance of hitting, so like hit the gold and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it rolls another pair of dice for each pool. So if you do you get an enchant, it'll roll if you get an enchant. If you don't roll that, then it'll roll on for the next thing. So all these maps should be in a completely separate pool from demo or ruin.
Exactly.
I can confirm that you can get like Misty Red Gems and
Tech items,
and like demo
ruination.
and like the demo ruin mats in the same chest, which means those two are all in separate pools.
Yep. So there's
So
a high
it
chance.
will not. Nothing is getting diluted from ruin or demo mats.
Yeah. Especially when they don't even exist in KR, so they don't.
Yeah.
They won't even see it inside their code.
So that's not getting diluted at all.
If anything, it's basically going to be like one of the normal. If you run like Math Advance, like right now, if you run Math Advance right now, you will see a bunch of gold drops, a bunch of other material drops as well, because they never updated that dungeon. It doesn't even have the little timer on it or anything. So whenever you do run that dungeon, it just drops everything. And I mean every single thing. It's like, wow, bro, I just hit the jackpot of like 80 items on top of something. It's a little crazy that they have yet to change anything in any of these like older dungeons, but it's totally understandable, because if you look at what their drops are, it is a complete spaghetti code mess, and it's just holy cow.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
It's better just to keep adding stuff instead of touching whatever's going on, because
Yeah.
the gold, it used to be its own drop thing from like 0 to like 10k, and I don't think they it was spread out differently in each thing. Before it was just ridiculous. It's like, bro.
But yeah, full swing. It's what, 730%? Provided you max charge with an
970.
exclusive.
With the exclusive? I think
That's
1,000.
on an exclusive without the enchant.
Wait, what?
Or without the reforge, I mean. Yeah. Look at the tilt up in game.
I was looking at the Mavi wiki charts.
Hey, why are you looking at the
It's
wrong Navi
970
wiki?
for 4 swings. Because it ups damage per swing. You don't know it?
It doesn't even say that in game.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it ups damage per swing.
Thing. So 900?
970.
970? With 4 pierce?
It's pretty good.
So that's, I think, like 1100 with the
Is it fast enough to
Echo.
even be viable, you think?
It's kind of slow.
It's
But,
five
I mean, it
swings.
has-
It's really slow. I guess it's decent AoE though.
Yeah.
I think this could be viable. It's just way too expensive though to even consider though.
Mhm.
I think the niche use case for full swing is still too niche.
I feel like it's a worse version.
It's just a worse
Dino
ruin bow.
Smash, but without. It's weird. Like if the weapon had a chance to double swing or something, it would be nicer.
Faster animation on it might be worth considering it, but
I think full swing is just too slow.
yeah, I think full swing is just too slow. It's asking you to swing it up to 5 before you can hit that hit damage, huh? That seems pretty high.
I think you'll just out damage yourself with a warlord windmilling.
Snowstorm.
Snowstorm full swing? I don't think it's it.
I think it's it.
I think the problem is full swing doesn't do enough damage to be worth like doing literally anything else. Like I think you could just be regular windmilling.
It's a interesting build, and I definitely think people are going to like actually build this one because it will be somewhat
Yeah, but please, if you're an
viable.
elf, don't build this. If you're an elf, stop being a clown and thinking you can EK.
Sue's already doing it.
It's just not good. Like
Sue,
you can EK
go
for
about
fun,
it.
but it's not good.
Sue's gonna do it. The EK. Yeah, look at Sue go. He's gonna build it now.
Spending like what?
I think it's like
1/8 of a Saluna blade to get a D blade.
Sounds worth it to me. I'm evil.
Feels awful.
Alright, next one. We talked about the lances. Chainblade! Woo!
Chainblade?
Chainblade.
I think this will be fast. Chainblade is garbage. The problems with Chain is not that its weapons don't do enough damage, it's the fact that its abilities take 20 years to cast. And that in the time it takes to Chain Impale once, I did an entire fighter combo.
That one extra piercing doesn't matter. We're not gonna even talk about
One
the not
piercing
bringing
literally doesn't even matter, yeah. Like, the
legitimate.
problem is more fundamental than like,
I'm not
damage.
gonna. I'm not even gonna like consider like either of these weapons. I'm sorry. Both of these weapons are just straight up just awful because the skill set is. I'm sorry. It's just you honestly I'll make the piercings change just because how cool it looks and I guess the set
Why?
effect.
Just
Just
beginner
looks
chain
cool.
blade.
It looks cool. And plus it has 21 durability.
Beginner chain blade.
It looks cool.
1 gold repair.
21 durability. Looks fancy. We've already talked about.
Got a DM with fashion, yeah.
Got a DM with the
Oh,
fashion.
bows, arrows, yeah, crossbows, guns. Alright, guns. I think these Perseus guns are kind of garbage.
Can I just stop you there right now? Because someone just said, what about scythe belts? I'm going to legitimately remove you because...
Ninja
holy
Blue? Can we kick him from Juice? Damn. Talking about scythes.
Get it out.
This guy.
Alright, back to what I was doing.
What
Guns!
would they do with Scythe, though?
They should just remove them from the game so that nobody has to talk about scythes ever again.
Uh,
I swear to God, if one more elf talks about how they want a scythe with like 9 piercing just so they can be decent at the game, like, Jesus Christ.
Get my elf exclusive rapier. Get out of here, all of you.
What, these fucking elf players, the trifecta of elves complaining about literally everything. Why are we the worst race in the game? We do less damage than human. Why are we so slow? Why can't we dual wield axes? Why can't we dual wield two-handeds? When are they gonna add rapiers with pierce? Because like this thin blade is really good at piercing, right? Totally makes sense, right? What else? Bows don't do enough damage. Add scythe talent. What else do elves complain about?
Not enough big hats. Okay, that's my complaint. Never mind.
They talk about magic not being good enough on elf.
Do wield wands for elves would be pog. Get this guy right now. Dream, get him! Walk him out!
Like,
Guys.
I don't know. Elves are just the race that literally complains about everything, and I complain about everything. But like, I don't know how elves manage to complain more than I do.
I don't know what they're playing on much because they just keep buffing giants. I'm happy.
Oh, bro. Elves are so fucking unbalanced, it's not even funny. They're so good.
Those are so strong, but it's not a fun build to play.
No, it's
They're so good. But the people that complain about elves are just weak. Also, elves are the cheapest to gear up for endgame. Thoughts?
disagree. I don't think you understand what my end game is right now, Lothar. My end game is me getting the 67th floor and putting it on my Nightbringer Warlord axe.
And I bring a Berserker, like, I don't know.
This guy.
Those are definitely the cheapest race to get current games. By 100%.
I would say yeah. It's just
Ruination is so cheap. It's so much cheaper than Warlord.
like, if you're comparing the EK setup with Knuckles and two hands.
Yeah, like, you only need one ERG 50. It's not like you need like your ERG 50 Knuckles too. Like, you don't even realistically need the ERG 50. It's just for crash shot convenience.
I like Crash Shot.
Yeah, it is nice though.
Like Last Breath
have
is like
the
a
cheaper
free
combo.
enchant.
But I think it's also part of the issue is a lot of elves don't reach that point.
Yeah, Lothar. Think about
Yeah,
the community. Stop being toxic.
I'm thinking about the community, and I'm like, dang.
You're thinking about like one person, and that's me. Shut up.
I'm thinking about like the people who actually want to get like and run like Glen Hard mode. Like I agree that the average player, literally zero of these weapons matter because they're just gonna run their Shadow Wizard Elite and then AFK and Dunbarton.
Shadow Wizard Elite with my Nightbringer Berserker.
Like, it doesn't even matter. Like they're just gonna go to Shadow Wizard Elite, run it, make enough gold to like I don't know, buy like a piece of bread from Glennis, and then call it a day.
Buy a piece of bread from Glennis.
Yes, that is like the average player. They run Shadow Wizard Elite so they can afford dyes off the auction house.
I'm gonna talk about the pistols.
Are you gonna talk about the what?
Pistols.
The Festal?
Pistol. The guns.
Oh, the guns? Okay. Oh yeah, Perseus
PPs.
guns, I think they're dog.
I think they're
I feel
dog.
like they're not. I don't think they're much better than Divines or Celtic Dower SEs or whatever.
Later, vamp.
Take it easy, Vamp.
I don't think.
I do like how divines look though. That's
Not
pretty
even.
unique for a gun.
No, I like
What?
how the Pierceus look.
What?
Have you seen how they look?
Like,
How
yeah, the
dare you.
Perseus guns look
The
sick. Holy
Pierceus
crap.
guns look sick.
Like,
oh,
These look good.
These
Perseus
look
guns
good.
look good. They're just
No,
not
I
very
don't like
good.
these. They
This
look
is
like
really
edgy
bad.
Reaper guns. with the hand
Exactly.
cannons he
No,
walks
you
around
guide
with.
them right and they look good.
They
It's
look
because there
good.
isn't a gun in this game that isn't just like a cylinder on top of like a stick. Well, I genuinely don't think they're very good.
No, I think they're pretty bad for what they are.
Yeah. Unless Perseus weapons end up being really, really cheap to craft, I don't think they're necessarily a worthy upgrade.
Yeah.
You also have to remember you're losing out
losing
on like the
Exiled.
Exiled and Fan.
Yeah, you're losing out exiled. The max
Which,
is not making up with it.
granted, you are getting a lot of extra max on it because it's 90 max upgraded, right?
Yeah,
How much
90
is Divine upgraded?
Divine is like 86, something like that. Or,
Oh, never
so
mind.
it's
Divine
not
is
too
probably
far.
better then.
It's not too far. It's just because the exiled is really large, and the only
Yeah,
thing
Exiled is
that's
sick.
the only thing that's next to it is heavy rain, and I don't know anyone at this point of the game will decide, hey,
You don't put heavy rain, it's downburst actually.
downburst.
Gold gun.
Downburst.
Yeah, I would imagine anyone going out of their way to put downburst on their gun or set.
Yeah. Alright.
But hey, the
Can
Nightbringer
we talk
guns.
about... Okay, so Nightbringer guns now have one pierce.
One
Which
pierce.
means you'll have 4 piercing guns because you could put 67th or Meteorite on them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think guns are good, but its use case is way too limited still.
I feel we're just too ping gated.
If you are a human or an elf, I don't think there is a reason to have Nightbringer guns, just because you will do significantly more DPS with a Ruination bow. I think Nightbringer guns are still just absolutely doomed on human or elf. I think the only place where it might matter is for giants, just because we don't have a realistic ranged option.
Addle.
I made it. Nightbringers are the only thing you have. You made it because, hey, it's fun. I guess.
I gotta agree. Being inside the gunner stuff of any type is really fun. It's really fun.
It feels really good to dodge things with Shooting Rush.
Yeah, it feels good just using guns.
I think
in
every
general.
other ability feels terrible to use.
I like how
I like
gun
Storm.
feels.
I think Way of the Gun feels cool.
Yeah, I like how everything feels.
Mhm.
It just doesn't feel like a talent that you use unless you're comboing it with EK.
It's just the main issue with
And then that's the
this-
thing. I think dual guns excel at comboing into other talents.
Yeah, it just excels with comboing with other like skills. This gun itself would be pretty much a high damage. Like you
Like,
want to
it'll
keep
be
up
really
your
good.
DPM.
I think if you have D-Robe though, it's actually going to be disgusting with Way of the Gun.
I agree. It's like you pretty much, if you ever want to min max out anything, it'd be pretty much gun that needs it. It's asking a
Sure
lot.
this is going to be top meta for KR though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
yeah. This change allows people with guns to hit 9 piercing, so it's really big.
Grapple. You use guns as an interweave to bow and other thing. Why are you using it to weave with combo with bow? Bow already doesn't have cooldowns. So
Maybe final shot movement.
you can't. You're gonna cancel final shot.
No, when it's down, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Moving with guns feels really good. Since
Wait,
it instantly
positioning with
teleports you.
damage.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's what I was
Grapple
thinking.
shot feels cooler than anchor rush. Grapple shot is useful in the situations where you're not allowed to use anchor rush. Just because grapple's animation is so much longer, you end up losing way too much damage. And you should only realistically use it in situations where, like, you need the extra iframes.
Good change. That's legitimately the
Which
only
is
thing I can
good.
say about it.
Yep. Nightbringer gun's good. I think it's gonna be really good with robe. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think Way of the Gunning barrier with Nightbringer guns is gonna be disgusting if you have a robe.
Well, yeah, you can hit 9 pierce, right? With the bells, robe, and
Yep.
the guns.
You would need to
I
get the
don't
robe
think
in.
we realistically should count bells. I don't think there are enough
never know.
bells because I think there's only a set of bells now, or 2 sets of bells now, right?
For KR
I think
or here?
there's about 4 sets. No, they're
Okay.
gone now. I almost forgot. Yeah.
2 of them are gone forever.
Yeah.
I think Weiss has a pair, and I think Garrick has a pair. So, like, I wouldn't say that bells are obtainable still. So I don't think you should consider them in the calculation, but I think a robe can be considered.
All right, next one. Shuriken.
Shuriken is okay. So the thing is, the Shuriken, the Nightbringer or the Perseus Shuriken, it's whatever, right? I don't think it's worth reforging and like special upgrading your Celtic over, right? Or redoing your reforges for your again from
Okay.
Celtic.
I agree.
Nightbringer adds one more adds piercing, so you have 4 piercing Shuriken. I actually think this is pretty good. Like obviously, you're not using this for literally anything besides Sakura Abyss.
I'm gonna just say this right now. Exploding kunai will be kind of nutty
Does a
now.
lot of damage. Yeah.
But like 4 piercing Sakura Abyss, I think will actually be really good.
Yeah.
But I don't picture using any of the other abilities. I genuinely don't.
I usually just stick
I
down the
definitely lean to
explosive.
Kunai Bomb. Yeah. The Kunai Bomb is
Explosive
actually
might
really
be
strong.
good. I think Kunai Storm and the other one. What's the other one?
Shuriken Toss?
Yeah,
Shuriken
that one.
Toss?
I think
Yeah,
I think it's I think they're both garbage.
Yeah, those are kind of doomed.
Yeah.
The explosives,
But I think
you don't.
I
you
could
don't
I
have
could
any.
see explosive being good only on things with large hitboxes though.
Yeah, I can't imagine it on like smaller hitboxes, but you basically just don't have any.
But like if you have a large hitbox, then yeah, I think explosive could be really good with 4 pierce.
Yeah.
And the same, but I think Sakura Abyss with 4 pierce is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And
so-
it's just another massive cooldown to have.
Yeah.
And the other thing is Shuriken cooldown is actually really short for Sakura Abyss. It's like, you can use this to speed up runs so much. Just in general. I actually think the Nightbringer Shuriken is really good.
Good weapon. Strongly advise getting it now.
I don't think it's like the thing you get, but like I think it'll be decent.
I'm not gonna do the glyphs. Go away. All right, next one. Staff. Do we need to actually talk about these? Can we just legitimately just say it's just
Runation.
Can we just say it? What we're all thinking? Perseus staff
for
is
what?
basically
Staff?
just Celtic staff.
Okay, yeah, so the staff is like, this is garbage. This is actually Celtic staff.
It's
The
just a
for
Celtic.
Perseus.
Yeah, the Perseus staff is basically just a Celtic staff with signets on it, bro. There's legitimately no reason why to build this thing. Please, whatever you do, don't build this thing. It looks oddly weird. It looks kind of cool, but like, no, please don't. Nightbringer one. It gets plus 45 more magic attack. It's not good for us. It's actually pretty big for KR. That additional 45 magic attack is actually a limit breaker for them for the extra piercing inside the Dark Mage. So it's actually a really big change.
And then the book.
There's no buff to the book. Cry about it.
Yeah.
The wand. This wand for Perseus is a really weird one.
What's weird about it? I think it's fine. So the thing is, like, divine is whatever, right? But like,
yeah, divine's whatever. This Perseus wand basically is a straight upgrade to the wand from the divine one. So go get it, I guess, if you want a fusion bolt. And then for the wand for Nightbringer plus 45 magic attack, it's pretty big as well. We did the math with Aura earlier ago, and we were able to break with all the math we have, depending on his magic attack. We were able to hit 2.1k magic attack.
I think wand is going to be pretty disgusting. Not gonna lie.
But
the problem is, does wand compete with the tri-elemental damage we have on Ruin Staff?
So this is what KR does right now. Is that they just use Fusion Bolt, and whenever their Dark Mage combos are off, they just swap to the staff.
No, they don't even swap the staff, dude. Why would they swap the staff?
Oh, that's a bummer. I think
you get more magic attack with the wand.
I think, honestly, this plus 45 with the book still being the thing, it might be worth it for the wand still. It's kind of hard to tell. This extra magic attack with blue upgrades, it kind of...
Extra magic attack, blue upgrades, and then you get way faster casting on the bolts than you would with staff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're also a lot more mobile. Yeah, I think wand is still a really good option.
I think
if you are super hardcore into going Dark Mage Fusion Bolt, just keep in mind that the Fusion Bolt build requires good ping and a very specific set of reforges.
Yeah. I think it would still be overall better, though, than just Fireball spamming.
Well, yeah, with Fireball spamming with Ruin Staff?
Yeah, I think it would be still better.
Yeah. I think it will be too, but I did not do the math.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Ruin Staff Fusion Bolt, actually, the more I think about it, the worse it sounds in my head.
Yeah,
just because of how slow the casting is.
Yeah, with how slow the casting is. The plus 45 magic attack does change a lot of things, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's actually really big.
Yeah. As surprising as it is actually a pretty big buff. I would like to see if they did anything with the enhancements, just so to help it out a little bit more. But honestly, this plus 45 magic attack is actually quite large by itself. So
yeah.
There's not really much to say about it.
Yeah. Doggy's gonna give me his wand later, or trade me wand and his eerie spooky later. Once we confirm that you can upgrade this stuff, and then I'm gonna become a fusion bolter. And then doomed, guys.
And then finally, we're talking about the shields. Nightbringer shield.
Wait, where's the cylinder? Revenant cylinder, never mind. Revenant and Perseus cylinders already exist. Okay, never mind, I'm stupid. The book?
Dummy.
Perseus book?
Oh, right. We never talked about the Perseus
book.
Perseus, what is Nightbringer book? 30 magic attack?
Yeah, 30 magic attack.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just 10 less magic attack than that. That's whatever, right?
Yep.
For so much cheaper, yeah. Perseus book, pretty good if you're a fusion bolter. I'm probably gonna make this because I don't until I can afford Nightbringer book.
That you're after the wings.
Oh shit, I do want the wings. I'm gonna make the book and then the wings. I might make Shuriken first though, actually.
I kinda wanna make the Shuriken. I kinda wanna make the guns and Shurikens. The guns just for fun. Shuriken because it's actually pretty big.
I actually think having Sakura Abyss cooldown available is really big.
I think it would be really
I
expensive.
think, is Nightbringer wand a go or a no-go if you want to do Fusion Bolt?
It's a go.
If you're really wealthy, you can go for Nightbringer wand, but Perseus is honestly enough, I think. Upgrading from Nightbringer or from Perseus to Nightbringer isn't that big of a damage. It's only like a damage increase. You're not getting anything unique.
No, it is a big difference.
Do you think it is?
Yes, Perseus only has 10% Fusion Bolt final damage.
Yeah.
Versus.
But do you think it's worth the cost? Because obviously we haven't seen the Perseus mats and how rare they are. But if we assume that Perseus mats are as common as demo mats, do you think it's worth it considering a Nightbringer wand currently is like 2.1 bill.
Yes, because Nightbringer 1 also has increased critical damage, and if you're at that point of the game where you're building...
Oh shit, I didn't realize. The Perseus one doesn't have crit damage?
Yeah, it doesn't have crit damage.
I can't believe these guys.
Yeah, no, then you're pretty much going to be making the Nightbringer wand.
Maybe an Elementalist, maybe a Nightbringer wand.
Yeah, because you're going to be wearing the Elementalist, unless you really want to unless you want to spend even more money to make the Glenburna armor, but at that point, I think you will be making the Nightbringer wand and book at that point. For better damage.
It's rough. Yeah, maybe get a Nightbringer if you're really into it.
Yeah, it's kind of asking a lot if you want to go for the Pierce's one. You would need to make the Glen armor, and that's that alone.
True.
That alone is kind of asking a lot. Like, the gloves are nice. It looks great.
You're still making Glen armor regardless, doggy.
Yeah, you're at that point, like for Nightbringer weapons, for the wands, you are going to be making the Glen armor later on. But that's because, the extra damage, why not,
Try elemental damage, yeah.
The try elemental damage.
I guess you can use elemental harmony if you're a fusion bolter, I guess.
Yeah, if you're a fusion bolter, you just use elemental.
I was about to say, I'm poor, so I need to make Glen armor for it, and I wait a second.
Wait a second, they're basically the same cost.
No, I need it because for meteors, I don't want to invest in 2 sets. Like that. I'm broke. I'm a brokey.
But yeah, that's kind of the big downfall for pretty much all the wands before the Nightbringer one.
Fusion Bolt is actually really expensive the more I think about it.
Yeah, Fusion Bolt is a really expensive set.
Hey, we're doing that trade later, right, doggy? Once we confirm, yeah. Save it for me, doggy. Save it for me.
Next thing is the
shield.
The shield. It's a.
The shield is it's actually Perseus shield or Nightbringer shield, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this is disgusting, I guess.
I think it's
mostly because it's still not
spot.
best in slot shield for me. It's crazy.
It's crazy. This thing is basically the Nightbringer shield. Oh wait, it is the Nightbringer shield.
It is Nightbringer shield.
They didn't do anything to the Nightbringer shield buff. Whoa!
Yeah, this is crazy. R.I.P. Angel and that one other guy that has Nightbringer shield, I guess.
You do have more prot, but it's not much difference.
Yeah, no, they need to just buff the Nightbringer shield. This thing is exactly the same as the Nightbringer
shield. Just make Nightbringer shield a large shield, and then call it a day. Then I can build Nightbringer shield and not feel bad.
And then I can actually make a Nightbringer shield.
Well, I wouldn't feel bad because I would rather have a cooking pot, but
Then you give me the Nightbringer shield, and I can use it.
We'll see what happens. Surely they change Warlord, right?
Surely they do. Yeah, surely they do something. Actually...
So the thing is, for shield, I really don't see a use case for a lot of things unless you're offhanding it with a wand or offhanding or something else, right? I don't think the one-handed sword build and shield makes sense. So I think you're stuck using a tank set. And I genuinely don't think tank sets are very good.
Honestly,
I said it.
They should just honestly allow crossbows to wield a shield with it.
What race
don't think that does anything.
What race would do that, doggy?
Absolutely nothing. But it would be funny to have crossbows to be one-handed, and then you just have a shield, and then wands to be one-handed with a shield. It won't do anything at all, but I'm pretty sure no one is going to do it, and I'm pretty sure everyone will be like, is this viable? And I'm going to be like, no. You're dumb. But Garash should stop making a Nightbringer shield with a divine crossbow.
So the shield is not it.
The shield is not it, sorry. It just doesn't work in this game too well. It needs to do something else. They need to do change or something else. And that's pretty much all the Perseus.
That's all the Perseus weapons? I guess we could talk about the remaining Nightbringers. So, Cylinder, they added 1 Pierce to Technician.
Interesting. Weird, but interesting.
It's good, but Cylinder has more fundamental issues with it, I think.
Yeah, there's
I feel they need to add a Pierce enchant to make that workable.
It's just...
I don't. I think 1 piercing is really good. It's a really big step up from Perseus. But the problem is alchemy is so situational. You can't flame burst anywhere besides Chrom, because it just takes too long to group things, right? So it doesn't really make any sense. Like water cannon is like water cannon, but like realistically, you get out DPS by a ruined bow.
Wait, how
You're
would that
gonna
work
get out
with a
DPS
golem?
by a dark mage. So like I feel like this one piercing on technician is just waiting for an alchemy arcana.
Yeah.
Because I think alchemy, like Lance, has more fundamental issues because there's literally only 2 skills for it. I swear. Because heat buster just doesn't. It's not it.
It's just not. However, I am interested of what exactly it does to things it corrects, such as berry spikes, golems, and like Hydra. I'm not really sure how it will affect them with piercing. It's
Here's Hydra.
It's kind of weird though. Like, does the berry spike now has piercing? So whenever it reflects its damage, it does extra damage, or
Oh, bro, it's gonna do 1
weird.
damage regardless, surely.
I actually kind of almost killed the what's it called? Inside
I'm
normal
curious how
Glens.
life drain's gonna work.
When we were doing Glen normals for the first time, right? I thought when I put up a bear spike, it almost killed the snow bunny.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what the fuck? It's just because of how much damage it did and reflected it back.
It's kind of funny.
It's pretty funny.
Who knows how it's gonna work with that stuff, but like, I don't know.
Trap
One
it in there.
piercing, I feel like alchemy just has more fundamental issues with it. It's just waiting on its arcana though, surely.
I think it's just waiting for its Akarna, just like Lance.
Alright. Control bars, I guess?
Control bars.
22 max and 1 piercing. Okay, so does anybody know, does puppetry round the piercing up or down?
I don't think it rounds up. I'm pretty sure it rounds
I
up.
have no idea.
Alright, so this is... It literally doesn't do anything unless you have a D-robe then.
This thing is poo-poo.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I think control bars is still terrible for damage. I think they could have added like 3 pierce onto this and it still would be bad for damage.
Yeah. Sorry to say, this thing is just doomed. They could have just legitimately just changed how some of the side effects work. Like instead of like 45% revive, bring it up to like a bump it up to 80 or something like that. I don't know.
It has Act 1 and Act 2 damage on it, right? Or Act 4 and Act 2 damage, right?
It's
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah,
1
it's
and 2. They could have
1 and
just
2.
added Act 7 damage to it, and it would have been really good, I think.
I don't think I would have done
It
it.
wouldn't be better than like still it wouldn't be that good, but like it'd be better than this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think 1 piercing is it. I think they could have done way better things.
I think instead of making this thing into a weapon that does more damage or deal more damage, it should just
We could have added more utility.
they should have just added more utility. Like
Like what
give
if
it
they added
extra-
crisis radius on it?
If they added crisis range on this bad boy, I would definitely pick this thing up. That will honestly, by itself, would have just allowed so many people to pick this thing up. Even if it was so small, to the point it was just 1 extra meter, anyone would pick it up. Just because that 1 extra meter is worth it.
Yeah, like I feel like that's what they could have done to Chain 2. They could have added spinning slasher range.
Yeah, they could have done the same thing with there. They could have also messed around with Anchor Rush, but no. Instead, they just gave them more damage for some odd reason.
Yeah.
I
would have liked to see utility talents have more utility added with Nightbringer.
yeah.
Plus they added animation delay on it as a set effect.
I don't know. I feel
Kind of
like
like how Fighter
they
with
should just do that with its spirit effect.
Eagle
Honestly, no one needs the extra seconds on chain burst, especially when the reforge exists.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do anything like that, they should just replace the spirit ego effect for it and just make it into the fighter one. I don't know why they're trying to make the
Yeah, chain has a lot more fundamental issues
Yeah.
than just damage, I think.
Because they did this with cylinders as well with water alchemy, where you can use it faster when its ultimate is up. So why they're not doing this to chain? No other spirit effect has this, where it increases one set effect to last longer. If anything, they could just do this to bow and change it to urgent shot can last longer, but that won't do anything, bro.
Well, the problem is that hurts the Korean player base.
It just doesn't do anything. You know? It's just not good. Just not good.
Yeah.
maybe if you had the ultimates selectable, like option wise.
It is selectable.
I think that's too much work.
You just have 3 under the ulti.
That's too
You can
much.
pick 1 or 2.
The thing is with that is there'd be a clear one that's better, so there's no choice.
True.
Make 1 for multi and make 1 for bossing. It depends on your setup.
Perhaps.
I don't think that changes anything. You would still use probably whichever talent is the best for whichever. You're not unspecking your ego just because you're doing bosses.
And the last one we haven't talked about is the Nightbringer Knuckles.
Yeah, so they just added the Perseus effect to the Nightbringer Knuckles.
Yep.
People are pogging out about this. I think this is actually kind of dog shit. Like, what this does is it makes it so, like, when you make Nightbringer Knuckles, you don't have a chance of downgrading your Knuckles.
Yeah. This just confirms that whenever you make this thing, you will always upgrade your Knuckles.
You always will be getting better than Perseus.
Yeah.
But in reality, like, is that really? I guess getting the dropkick damage is like decent, but like, I don't know. I feel like they could have done more for Knuckles, but Knuckles are kind of strong too. So like, I can understand being hesitant to add more.
I feel like the added will of Summoning inside of it was pretty big, but like, I don't know. They could have done something a little bit more for it than just copying everything from Perseus. And now it's just a big blow of like text in your face now, so that's cool, I guess.
I don't think it's that bad text-wise. I don't know.
It's kind of big because you get to see the drop kick and stuff, but you know.
I literally don't think it matters at all.
It's like.
Why are you out here fashioning your weapons mouse overlook?
But yeah, it's okay. It's mid.
I think it's fine, but like, the Knuckles are just in a really strong place in the first place that it's hard to like do anything to without, making everything else worthless.
Yeah. It's okay, I guess. It's pretty mid for what it is.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the next thing we need to talk about is the Saluna Blade. They said they're going to be bringing it up. They haven't announced what the numbers are for that thing, and they're not going to put it inside the PTR at all. They kind of want to just be like a surprise. My assumption is it's going to be more max. That's I don't think they'll do anything else to the thing. There's not really much you can do to the thing, to be honest with you, but,
What if they add EK multiplier to it?
I will murder you.
Well, what else is there that they announced in the Korean server? I think it was just that.
Yep, it was just sold out right now for the Korean servers.
Yeah.
If anything, I guess we're going to be talking about the September Quality of Life update. Whoa! Whoa! This is going to be a really short segment part because, honestly, it's kind of stuff that we should have just kind of gotten. Holy cow, gotten almost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was bundled in with the last Quality of Life update. They just wanted to space it under the two updates to make sure we get bugs.
Yeah, there's. I'm sorry, but this update came out a little later than it should have. But there is a decent amount of things that came into it.
The fishing bucket's kind of cool, I guess.
The fishing bucket's cool. It's a 2x2. Costs 1 mil, right? Yeah, 1 mil ducats, anglers. 2x2, you can put it inside your bags, so it doesn't take up any space.
You can just store 100 fish.
Yeah, store 100 fish. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Trash can, kind of weird spot. It's cool.
The trash can's kind of cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of convenient. Have you used it yet?
Yes. I think it's...
So the thing is, you need to make sure you check the box so it also deletes expiring items. So you can just click it and it makes it really easy to destroy all this garbage you have in your inventory.
Yeah.
It makes it really easy when you are opening boxes. You can destroy all the garbage really quickly.
Just please don't accidentally delete any of your stuff. It's gonna happen obviously, and some people are gonna report tickets for it. Just please don't accidentally delete your stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other things that they brought in as well is that giants and elves can get married now. We don't know if elves can just keep riding a bunch of giants now, or they can only ride the one they married. So we'll learn that later. We'll update that later. We'll tell people that later. It's whatever.
The way it's supposed to work is elves can only ride the giants that they're married to.
Yeah.
But who knows if it's bugged?
We may never know.
We'll never know.
Next thing is the Dan advancement tests. They have been nerfed in somewhat kind of annoying ways. From what I know, Firebolt got harder, Tailoring got easier, Blacksmith easier, Potion making easier, Hellbent easier,
It's
Magic
whatever.
Craft. It's pretty much everything easier.
It's whatever. Your Dan tests should be easy enough to do. They're just frustrating and annoying.
It's just.
But they should all be easy.
It's just the only one I know as of this moment that got kind of harder was Fireball. I can't think of anything else.
I think the Gunner ones got harder too.
Oh, did they? That's a bummer.
Well, like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's not that big. There was a weird one that I did read, is that if your puppet dies, it will resurrect after 10 seconds. But how? What? How do people get your puppet to die to foxes? What? I'm a little concerned about that. Weird.
What else? The hidden button, the inventory updates. So being able to rename bags is really good. I don't know if you guys have renamed your bags yet, but I did mine, and it is super convenient to have everything labeled. Because I'm one of those people that closes their bags, so it's really nice to be able to just look at the top right of my screen where I keep all my closed bags and just be able to instantly open the one that I know has what's in it. It's really convenient.
The next thing this guy wants
as well
to talk about.
as well, we're not done with the quality of life update yet.
I think we kind of are we not?
We're not.
That's basically everything.
No. So there's the auto opening, the Soulstream inventory, and master plan inventory checklist. So if you do that, even if you close your Soulstream inventory, when you open your inventory next time, it'll show up again. It's really nice, especially if you accidentally close that a lot.
Do I close that a lot? I don't feel like I close that one a lot.
They also have more things that you can add to the bag tags, which is cool. Reforging tools, enchant prop potions, repair potions, upgrade stones is a really good one. Platinum hammers and proficiency hammers, all kind of nice.
Nice stuff.
I think that's everything now.
And then
Let's see. Oh, bug fixes. You can now say the word swap, everybody. We've done it.
We done it.
Future.
We can now say swap.
You can now say swap.
I swap with you.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's pretty much it, really. I can't think of anything bigger than that. Those few items. Obviously, the biggest thing that a lot of people wanted from this was the bankroll event.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of got bankroll event.
We kind of got bankroll event.
I'm very disappointed with this bankroll event.
It's pretty mid.
The fact that the repair thing isn't in this one, unless it is in this and they just didn't list it anywhere, it's pretty bad. Like, it's really bad. Like, the reduced gold cost for repairs is actually really big, I think. And it really feels nice to run this stuff because of it. But now, like, I'm running this Ravi Phantasm and I'm like, dang, my repair costs are like through the roof. I'm actually gonna need to go run like Mag Mill in order to get repair kits in between every so many of these runs.
Also,
and like, that feels bad.
Agreed. Also,
I think everybody is also disappointed with the selection of missions that you get bonuses for, right?
Yeah, I begin to say these. Is it? It's just not me that thinks this is kind of weird when they detailed when you clear Teletine or Tara shuttle missions with elite difficulty, you have a chance of earning an additional errand spirit. I'm not the only one that thinks that's really weird to add in, right?
Just do your shadow missions, dude. You can get like 10 errand spirits. This is the time to farm errand spirit titles, dude. Maybe this is how I get my second title.
It's just a really weird thing to add in and then explain it afterwards. So, if none of you know, errand spirits are like somewhat of an uncommon drop. You get 10 of them, you make a second title. Congratulations, it's randomized.
But it's raid up the entire event. Ooh.
Yeah, it's rate up, so you have it on the side. I'm not sure how much the rate up actually affects it, but you know. Ooh.
Me neither, but like, ooh. Maybe I'll craft some titles. I'll get the culinary artist one. I'll get my 2 more pot with the thing. People will be able to make new rune weapons before the new arcanas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the tech one is fine.
The tech
but
one
I feel like
fine.
yeah, techs are fine. I don't think anyone's realistically complaining about that. I think the problem is Magmel and Phantasm.
Yeah.
The fact that hard mode dungeons aren't on here is absolutely ridiculous. BMEs are just impossible to get. They're at 130 million each now, and anybody who wants to build a robe is just like doomed.
Really doomed right now. So
I also hate the lack of veteran dungeons.
there's no vet dungeons. There's no
vet dungeons, no hard mode dungeons.
No
I think both of those
dungeons.
should have been on here.
Yeah, both of those should have been on there. It's kind of weird. Instead, we got one dungeon, which was Phantasm, excluding the Mirror World, which, you know, that's whatever, honestly.
And we get Magmel.
And we get Magmel, the one that gives drops already.
Yeah, so like I guess if you really want to, now's your chance to farm your Fleur's Tiara.
Like, that's the only thing I can think of that anyone wants from Magmel, besides the, like, I guess, the bow appearance scroll. There isn't, like...
You're not getting that bow appearance scroll, and I guess the dress if you really want the dress, but, like, I don't know.
I don't know. There's just not enough mega rare items inside that place to make it...
Yeah. Magmel feels that, and then Phantasm feels like Saluna mats for, like, those people who are probably all about to start eating each other for fate fragments.
Yeah.
And then Genius Resistance, right?
Exactly. Genius and Resistance are only Phantasm. So if you want to get your Genius and Genius and Resistance...
Well, you can get Resistance and Text, but it's like you're not getting Resistance and Text, let's be honest, I think.
Good time to get those right now, so go crazy.
I got my Genius already. I need one more for my Fusion Bolt helmet, but like, you know.
I think purchasing any Elite Mission Pass or Dungeon Pass, you're basically throwing, I'm not going to lie, 200k and 400k for both of these are an insane price. Don't...
Okay, the Phantasm Pass is fine to buy.
The Phantasm Pass is fine, yeah. The normal one...
But like, I don't think you can buy normal ones, can you?
Not in there.
Aren't they Shadow Mission boxes?
Ooh, yikes. I forget to say.
Yeah, they're Shadow Mission boxes.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, no, please don't ever buy those. 200k for an Elite Pass is crazy.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. The Tech Duin one is worth it. That one's pretty good.
There's a tech one? You can't buy those. Those are drops, doggy.
No, the Tech Duin mission pass box. Oh, wait, no, you can't. There's a chance of getting them.
Drops.
Yeah, they're
There's
drops.
always been drops. There's just extra passes that you get. That's cool, whatever.
That's cool, I guess.
Wait. You can only get the pass boxes during this part of the tech week? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you can't even get them right now.
Why? I heard Ruin and Demo Mats don't get a drop rate boost. I could believe that, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, they should, because the last one they did.
But they definitely should. I feel like they definitely did last Billionaires.
Yeah, they definitely did last time.
So unless
they messed it up this time.
Yeah, unless they missed it this time, but like, it hasn't come out yet, so like, who knows? But the drop rate should be boosted on them.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll farm it for Kraken Hearts. I don't know what I'll do with them, but I'll make them. Maybe I'll make them. Now it's my time to make Perseus Guard and Perseus Cylinder.
Perseus Cylinder time.
That where I could put Doom on it.
Doom! So that's a bankroll event. The next big event that popped up is the Jousting Renown.
Yeah, this jousting thing kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
I
think you do it until you get your stupid coins for your... Okay, so the big thing about the jousting thing is the totem. There is a max and min damage totem, which does stack with a regular max damage totem. It does not stack with Royal Society coins, but you know it's up to 10 max totem. That's really good. And then there's the magic attack equivalent, which also stacks.
Yeah, it's basically the Royal Society coin, but like, you know,
yeah,
just a easier way to get Royal Society instead of doing Stardust. So Always cool.
Yep.
Always good.
Yeah, that's cool. I think everything else, every other award in it is completely worthless.
It's pretty much just a pure cosmetics, so that's
Yeah, it's
pretty
pure,
cool.
pure cosmetics if you really like doing jousting, I guess.
Yeah, if you're really into jousting, they happen at, let's see.
I think it's 7 a.m., 10 a.m., or it's 10 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific for preliminaries.
Yep, and then finals are 1 p.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. Pacific.
No, that's 1 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, yeah,
or
you're
4
right.
p.m. EST.
4 p.m. EST. So, yeah, if you want to get into that stuff, go ahead, go nuts.
Yeah.
Not really much to talk about that one since it's purely just cosmetics. And those society coins. The Urson.
Wait. What?
What?
Matches will be expanded to 6 matches, 3 times each at the following times. Why are there like 6 different times listed?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's 10 a.m. and then each match is 10 at 10, and every 15 minutes you have a match. Okay, never mind. So that's how it works. So yeah, 2 set times, either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. And it looks like you're there for like 45 minutes-ish for preliminaries.
Next one is the Urson Chicken Attendance. Season 4, by the way.
Why is it always Irisan? Why couldn't we get Caliat or something? I don't know.
I don't know. For this season, we'll be given 7 Urson support selection boxes, which have...
Yeah, so you pretty much get these every week, and you can only open 1 box per day.
Yep.
So, I don't know. This looks like a power potion every day.
Just 1 power potion that pretty much stays
Or,
on you
in
for
my
30
case,
minutes.
a repair kit. It's the perfect free repair kit. Never mind.
After that, you basically just... I don't know why they put it in here, but they want you to talk to the cat, but you don't need to actually talk to the cat. You
don't actually need to talk to the cat.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they put it inside here.
The cat, you talk to the cat just if, like, if you need to buy the passes to, like, skip. So you can buy from the gold event shop up to 5 attendance passes, so you can miss 5 days, and I believe.
Which is fine.
I believe.
Which is fine. Some goat sync in the game, so any type of goat sync is good goat sync, I guess.
But yeah, the attendance event. Let's see, what's good in here. So 7 stamps.
We'll give you a returning title. Eclipse second title. It's a returning title from the actual Urson calendar on season 2. So.
Is that actually returning? Second title effect? That's really lame.
Yeah, this is the second title that is returning. Stamp 14.
Yeah, so it gives you a Baltane pass or a Golden Hammer.
Stamp 14 gives you Rebirth Potion, some Golden XP.
The Rebirth Potions is huge.
Yeah.
But I think that's disgusting.
That's 3 of them.
I can't wait to get my 3 Rebirths in. That's 600 levels. Maybe I'll hit 40k eventually.
And then on 21 stamps, you would get the choice of getting some pair of boots from the Femboy Harmonic Saint Dude.
You missed day 14. Amplified Skill Training Seal 50. That's something, I guess. Then boots, I guess, or Namp's Training Seal. That's the thing. Like, a lot of these selection boxes, they're all kind of lame. Like, an unrestricted dungeon pass, like, day 28 is a trade unlock. That's pretty pog. And a rusty hammer, pog.
Rusty hammer, pretty pog.
Any pass selection box, so it's a tech pass.
And then we finally...
I think... And then the second calendar is the next, like, month.
Yeah, which I think it's just...
Spirit Liqueur is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, Spreading Darkness, kind of cool looking.
More EO Chad. Mouth, eyes, more of the same stuff.
Ooh, enchant protection. Stamps
and a rebirth. So I'm counting 4 rebirth potions in the event so far, which is pretty good.
And then stamp number 7 for the third calendar. That one has some animations on the wig, so I guess go nuts.
Yeah.
You get
I think
that outfit.
wig animations are pretty standard nowadays. The EOChat outfit, yeah. Protective upgrade stone, Pog.
That's on day 21 for protective upgrade stone. So pretty big for any 7 prop. And then you get the...
That's a 6
Oh.
protective
That's
upgrade
a
stone,
6.
doggy.
Yeah, it
Please.
is.
Yeah, so that's only for step 6. So if you didn't get yours during the master plan or during the beach event, you have one more chance to get it.
Woo!
Or if you decide to make another weapon in the next, what is this, like
3 months.
60 days? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you have time. You'll have a step 6 if you do make your ruination weapon
Woo!
during bankroll.
Woo!
Yeah, this attendance event is pretty... It's actually a pretty good attendance event. 4 rebirth potions is pretty big. Yeah, I mean, no real complaints. You can also now, instead of staying logged in for an hour, just run like a daily shadow mission, and then you get your stamp for the day.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You don't need to actually just stand around in AFK. You can do stuff.
Yeah.
And then finally we're on the gacha, the back to school.
I mean, if you like the outfits and stuff, I think the halo is really adorable.
I think the halo is adorable. I think the plushies are really adorable. There isn't really anything too crazy in this gacha. It seems kind of like one of those like prop kind of gachas. So
if it's just a homestead prop gacha, and outfits. There's nothing really that benefits you combat-wise in here.
yeah.
There's there's 2 homestead figures in here. There's the Captain Altem, which I don't think is very good. Let me double check.
Keep in mind that the halos that are given to you inside this gacha are also pre-rank 1, which is semi-big, as halos lose a lot less durability over time versus normal other accessories.
Overall, I don't think that's worth it.
It's really...
the Captain Altem figure is actually, I think, best in slot for max attack because it is 8 for a non-sequel.
I believe so. I don't.
Which is pretty good. It's 1% bonus, which doesn't really matter because there's so many 1% bonus non-sequels.
Yeah.
So like that one's not too bad. Let me look at the Inquisitor.
This gacha also has a bunch of...
it has a 3 music buff effect, non-sequel, which is decent, I guess.
This gacha also brings in a lot of light physical power potions, so that's pretty big. It provides 5 of them.
Are there light physical power potions in the option house for cheap?
This also provides divine magic powders, so pretty good right now to get into that because of how many people are still right now re-rolling their haunteds and creepies.
Okay, I would not say to buy this gacha for the stupid stupid power potions and divine powders, man. Come on.
And of course, another thing that's really large inside here, besides the all-time thing, is the Blaze Training Potion. You know you want them. Yeah. Nah, I'm joking.
This gacha is kind of garbo.
Yeah, this guy just kind of underwhelming for what it's worth. But hey.
Yeah, it's only fashion stuff, which, you know, we need these instead of getting pet gacha and creepy haunted gacha right back to back, you know. I'll take it. I don't buy gacha, but like, you know,
it's cute.
I have to spend gold to like buy the stuff from the gacha, right?
It's cute.
Like eerie spooky. Ooh.
It's cute.
Someone tell me eerie.
But yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much everything for this week and this update and everything that's up. Of course, the biggest things that are going to be popping up in the future. Next month will be the Halloween update. That one's pretty big.
Yeah, look forward to it. We should finally be getting damage skins then.
Yep, damage skins, the story with Elemental Knight and Harmonic Saints. And then, of course, December... Oh, no, wait, not December. October. November, we'll be bringing in the rework for the starting beginning with Blanded. I believe also this update will provide whales to you as well, because KR provides whales to you when you finish Blanded, so That's kind of cool.
Yes, make sure you do your blanded before that comes out, so you can make sure you get the maximum amount of pets when you have to do blanded again.
Yep.
Surely.
And
For the fourth time. For fourth time, fifth time?
it's not like the 5th time now.
I can't believe I've done blanded this many times.
And the biggest thing about it too is that it will also be giving us a new ego spirit spirit weapon.
We'll finally be getting the 6th ego slot, even though KR has 7.
Yay!
I feel robbed.
And then finally in December we're going to be getting the new Arcana. So go nuts.
Yep. Yeah, provided everything goes according to like the roadmap.
Yep.
That's how it should be coming out.
That's exactly how it should be coming out. But yeah, other than that, I guess we just look for someone to raid.
Who is there?
Let's see.
Who's streaming right now? Do you think if we raid IMD, he'll give us discounts in Sig Armors?
I don't think that's how it works, brother.
Come on, man. I don't know anyone who's streaming besides IMD.
I know Foxshine a little bit because Dream showed them to me, but that's all I know. I don't know anyone else here, sadly.
We just don't play the game. We just don't talk to people.
I guess
We're playing the social MMO by not being social.
I guess I would just send him to Foxshine because I don't know, just at least playing the game. She's doing like the beginner stuff.
Oh, bro, IMD is doing Phantasm.
Brother, no one wants to watch Phantasm. You don't even want to do Phantasm.
I don't want to do anything, dude. I want to sleep for like ever.
Phantasm isn't even interacting with anybody. Who am I sending this to?
Send it to whoever.
Oh, let me see. Is IMD even saying anything? This is just music.
I don't think IMD even has the microphone on.
Bro! Yeah, we're sending it to Foxshine.
Alright.
Scrap. I don't know neither of these two, so we're going on to
Yeah,
this.
this is have fun, guys.
Have fun. Thanks for joining us in the podcast on episode 7.
Concentrate
Thank you for
next
coming.
week. Episode 8.
Episode 8, Concentrated Juice. We'll be talking more about like random stuff and talking about the future about the game.
We have no idea. We planned these like the day of.
We sure do. It's crazy. Oh my god. We're nuts. Ah. Can I go play Final Fantasy now?
Yeah, let's go play a good game. Oh shit, you didn't raid them yet.